Okay, so recently, OpenAI announced these things that they're calling GPTs, which is great naming, confusing and everything, but they're called GPTs, which is basically ChatGPT with the prompt already put in. So the prompt is already made, so if you're using things or cutting and pasting prompts and putting them in, it's almost like, hey, that prompt's already been put there, and now you can just work with it for whatever purposes you have. Quick warning that it does seem to only work, or you can only get access to these. I could send you a link, and there is a link in the notes, but it seems that you can't access it unless you have GPT Plus. So that's obviously a problem for lots of students. But I love the idea that we can already have the prompts ready, and so we can have them ready for individual assignments or things that you're going to want to do with your students. So here I did an example, and I built out an activity where students can practice order of adjectives. It's always a lot of fun. There's lots of creativity that's available in order of adjective types of activities. So here, what I did is I built one out that should have two parts. So one, students are practicing order of adjectives. If they get the order of adjectives correct, then it will create the image of whatever creature that they're trying to describe. And if they get it wrong, then it's still going to create an image, but it should, and it doesn't always work, so just a warning, but it should create like a black and white missing, like missing order, image of that same creature and encourage them to try again. So anyways, it always works. We know that with the AI, sometimes it doesn't. You have to reprompt it and kind of get it going again. Let's try and see what happens. So when you would log into it, it looks like this, and you'll say, let's play. And it's going to give me a little bit of the warm up for it. Uh, should set me up with some information. This always changes a bit, but here it's going to start with the dragon as my example. So I'm going to follow along with this. Their possible example is a big green dragon. I'm going to go with a big scary dragon. And what it should do is immediately it starts creating the image, right? So inside of the prompt, what I had it do is to say, like, if it gets it correct, create an image of whatever the student said. So here, let's see what we get. Okay, cool. Big scary dragon. It's telling me it's a wonderful choice. Good job. If you'd like to describe another creature or give it another try, you can keep doing that. But now I can kind of visualize what I put in there. And again, with students, as they're working through these adjectives, they might want to keep doing this. Now, this time it's saying, would I like to try to describe the dragon with 3 adjectives this time? You can also prompt it to say, like, new creature. I want it to change just so that I can try something different and kind of get some different type of activities. So this is going to give me a unicorn. Okay. So I'm going to do this out of order and see if it gets it correct. If it follows my prompt, which is to do something different if I get the order of adjectives incorrect. So I'm going to call it a an orange scary round unicorn. Let's see. And it's going to go through the same process here. The output, again, we'll do a fingers crossed game here. Hey, all right. So it is giving me the missing poster here. It is including the color orange, so it shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. At least it's telling me. It says we've got a bit of a mix-up in the order. Remember, the usual order is such and such and such. I think they're also mixing it up with the fruit orange too. But you can play with it. You can have some fun here. So it'll probably ask me to try one more time if I want to. For our unicorn, scary is an opinion, orange is a color. Okay, round is a shape. So this is how we learn. I did prompt it to encourage people to, the hey, mistakes are good. Do we want to try again with 3 adjectives in the correct order? So I'm going to say yes, a scary round orange image unicorn. And we'll go through the process one more time, wait it through. Well, that's a pumpkin, but I guess it's a unicorn pumpkin. So here we go. Right. Keep practicing. You can practice more. You can add more. You can do something new. Right. So I can say, again, new creature, if I want to. And again, so this is kind of like rotating practice, right? The students can play with this. They can kind of see what their options are. They can learn. They can go with really funky words too, and see what it comes up with. Because again, that's really the fun of the practice, is to get creative, see what they can do, see how they can challenge the bots, and interact with the technology. But also, again, always showing, hey, there's problems inside of here. What's going on? What are we learning? What are we not learning? Right? There's so much to work with here. So I'm excited to see how this continues to grow. This is still very early for it, but worth playing around with. All right, give it a try if you can.